What's going on, guys? This is XQ420 here. I want to welcome everybody back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. If it's your first time here, don't hesitate. Hit that subscribe button. You will not regret it. We keep things right. We keep it tight. We keep a burner on us. Today's video, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. Andrew Cuomo, Emmy Award winning, book writing, the king of all kings of the convid. Okay? It come to find out, he been keeping a few numbers under the table. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you go and you work somewhere and they're like, man, I don't want to put them on. I want to give him a 1099. You know, the tax stuff. I want to give this man a 1099. We'll pay you under the table. Well, he was keeping a few deaths up underneath the table. And I've made multiple reports on this, but it's finally coming to light. You know, where all can see. And when I say where all can see, it's just that we're maybe a mainstream news media saying it, because people are blind to stuff, okay? They ain't paying attention. All right? I mean, I don't know how else to tell you. I've been telling folks this whole time. I'm just like, bud, you got to get your butt off of CNN, MSNBC, the faux news. You know what I'm saying? ABC, CBS. Man, you got to go out there and start doing some looking yourself. Go check out some independent researchers. Look, Bo, they got everything to lose and nothing to gain. You know what I'm saying? Go look at some of these doctors who were getting canceled. You know what I'm saying? See what they're saying. There's a reason why the cancel culture comes for some people. They got a view that they don't want the world to see. That's all I'm saying. I'm just letting you know. So we got the bombshell report right here. It says thousands more convid patients were sent to nursing homes than Cuomo previously admitted. Okay, now from what my understanding is, when they start talking about them sending the people to the nursing homes with the virus that shall not be named, I mean, they talking about people of all kind of ages. I know y'all saw in that one place, I believe it was in Michigan, where like the 27-year-old beat the 70, 80-year-old guy to death in the nursing home. They sent him to the nursing home with the convent. I'm like, bud, why you gonna send that dude to the nursing home? He already unhinged and stuff. Dude, crazy, done beat somebody to death. So, I mean, what can get you quicker, the convid or getting your ass whooped? Let me know. I'm just trying to figure it out. Hey, look, bud, that's all I want to know. But this came at a time where the former president, Donald Trump, had sent naval ships to each side of the country. You know, one on California, one in New York. They had multiple field hospitals up in New York. You know what I'm saying? Spent millions of dollars. Couldn't manage to send them out there. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't manage to send them to the field hospitals. All taxpayer money, wasted money on. I don't even know if you can see the remnants of the field hospital anymore. Didn't send anybody to the naval ships that were parked right outside. Hey, man, we here, bud. We ready. We're ready to work. Ready to work. Ready to get things done. Nah, we'd rather let them die. How about we send them to the nursing home? That'll up the numbers really quick. Hey, look, but I'm just trying to figure out why else would you do it? It wouldn't make any sense. When you looked at what was happening in Italy, okay, if we're just going to go off context, now for me, my personal opinion, I think that they are overblowing the numbers. But that's just my personal opinion, okay? But if we're just going to go straight by the book, because that's what everybody wants you to do. Well, they wrote it down, so it's got to be true. Straight by the book. Then you would know that all your old folk is the one that's really susceptible to it. So why would you send a 20-year-old to the nursing home to hang out with the convict? Let me know. I'm just trying to figure it out. So the report says that new documents show that more than 9,000 recovering patients were sent to nursing homes early in the pandemic. Okay. So it says that figure will be about 40% higher than originally reported by New York State Health Department. It says Cuomo has been under fire in the recent weeks of reports that the deaths in nursing homes from coronavirus were far higher than his administration reported. Now, let's see. I think he originally reported 6,000, if I'm correct. Is it on this sheet? Yep, okay. So we're told 6,000 patients. Now, what they were doing, they weren't counting any of the nursing home patients that were going to the hospital and dying there. Because I guess you didn't come from a nursing home, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even though they drug you from there. But but they said that it's actually up now that they're starting to reveal the numbers to the legislation in New York. They've upped it now to 15,000. I think it might be higher than that. I told you way back in the day when I made another vid. I was thinking 20, 25,000. I was thinking about half. You know what I'm saying? At least half. That's what I was thinking myself personally. But yeah, this stuff is coming to light right here now. I know what people are gonna be like. They're like, oh, well, maybe just it's just political pressure. No, but one of his aides, straight up, Cuomo A. Melissa DeRosa, admits they hid nursing home data so feds wouldn't find out. Oh, bud, what you worried about the feds finding out for? Maybe they found out that you killed a whole bunch of folks. Now look, hey, there's some other states that did something similar to this. Massachusetts, Michigan, Pennsylvania. I think there's a couple others. I mean, hey, man, sounds good to me. Sounds like a good place to house them. You got convid. Oh, you got a runny nose, got a fever. Let's send you to the nursing home. That's where they can best take care of you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, bud, does that seem like a good spot for them to be? Hey, look, your boy wants the information. That's it. Now, it says right here, Cuomo's top aide probably apologized to Democratic lawmakers for withholding the state's nursing home death toll from the convid, telling them we froze out of fear that the true numbers would be used against us by federal prosecutors. Well, so what we think a little bit what kind of murder would that be? That wouldn't be manslaughter. That'd be something else. I mean, so I guess they're worried that they could use that against them in the court of law and they'd be going to jail for it, which they probably should. Now, New York was one of the states also that was straight up banning HCQ, the hydroxychloroquine. Okay? So, I mean, I've heard from around the globe that might help a few people or two when in combination with erythrozytamine and zinc. So I've been seeing around the world where that might help a fella or two. So they straight up banned that. So how many folk were they really trying to help? They just let your boy know, I'm trying to figure this thing out. Was this guy really for you, or was he against you? Now he came up and said it won't. About a month ago. I mean, people die. Did y'all not realize that? I said, dang, I've been saying that the whole time. Everybody look at me and they got a smug look on their face. I'm like, what the hell wrong with you? And like folk don't die. I don't see any of those Indian tears when I go up there and I show y'all the abortion numbers. Well, we're probably near 3 million. Man, we ain't looked at that in a while. Let's check it. I want to check it. Just make sure everybody knows what it is. All right, so here we are. Not even through February yet. 5 million abortions. Man, I ain't hearing an outcry, nothing. Nobody could give a good doggone, okay? I mean, and they still seeing some folks dying of the flu. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, that's what they're saying. I mean, they still say some folks died of that. Okay. I ain't about to look at the folks that died of cancer. About 1 million. Like I said, but I don't hear no tears for nothing else. But Miss DeRosa here, she done spilled the beans. They done put a little pressure on her. They done called her in a private meeting. DeRosa, we've already seen the information. Will you confirm? Or are you going to lie for them again? Let you know the penalties do incur with a lie because we've got the data. Oh, yeah, you put a little pressure on somebody and you start talking about them going to jail, but they'll spill the beans, man. We've seen that all over the place, bud. And so I guess she had that video conference call with him, and that's where she just pretty much ratted out Cuomo. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Snitch. Hey, look, I mean, Cuomo, don't be pissed now. I mean, you've been telling folks to snitch. Gavin Newsom been telling folks to snitch. All kind of people. Kate Brown been telling people to snitch. You know, DeWise been telling people to snitch. So hey, bud, what comes around goes around. Karma is a two-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? It don't just cut on one side. Oh yeah, the blade will come for you eventually as well. You know what I'm saying? The blade is thirsty. Karma is always thirsty, okay? His thirst can never be quenched. The blade must remain wet. So So yeah, I mean, she just straight up snitched on the man. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Ain't good because I mean, hey, you've been telling folks to get this snitch game right. So I mean, folk been practicing. Okay, they've been putting in some good practice. So hey, we just bringing all this to fruition. So right now, Cuomo's actually in a tough little spot. Actually, he's facing bipartisan. For the folks who don't know what the bipartisan is, that means from both of the political parties. Well, the major ones anyway. Of course, you got your Libertarian, you got your Green, you got your whatever House of Satan party or something. I don't know. They got all kind of parties out there. But from the two major ones, he's facing some condemnation and calls for his resignation following the latest nursing home revelations. Now, this is actually coming from the legislation in New York. Now, what's crazy is that he's got quite a few of the Democratic leaders putting in a petition. Yeah, here we go. 14 New York Democrats have already signed on the petition calling for Cuomo's emergency pandemic powers to be revoked. Now, look, bud, whoever this unconstitutional forever and ever emergency powers is BS. Okay, I mean, they ain't putting no end date on it. I mean, I need an end date. I need a date that's going to end. But it was only supposed to be for 30 days. That was supposed to be it. Dang, man, bud, we fought a war with smallpox. I keep saying that because smallpox, bud, it didn't care what age you were. It didn't care if you were just born, if you were 80, or if you were 25 and could lift 2,000 pounds off the ground. But when the smallpox came for you, but all we had was a prayer card. A prayer card, and we gave you another sheet of paper so you can write your will. Who you want to take your stuff after you're gone, bud? Because there ain't much we can do, bud. Smallpox is devastating. I mean, so, I mean, we acting like this to smallpox. I mean, we fought a war when we had it going around. That's what I'm saying. So they want this pandemic emergency powers to be rescinded, but they should have already been rescinded. He should have rescinded them himself if he wasn't a dictator. But I'm going to tell you right now, we got a lot of dictators walking around here, okay? We got a whole lot of them, and they loving this. Even in my state, Roy Cooper, he a flat-out dictator. Man ain't said nothing about when he gonna ease up. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I mean, when you just gonna... Because, look, the governors don't have to do anything anymore. They don't have to do nothing. They can... Every single governor in every single state can rescind everything because they've already got the private businesses to do their bidding, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. You see, that's the problem, guys. That's what people are not realizing. The governors can rescind from every state. Because if you look at Florida, DeSantis rescinded everything, but his mistake was implementing them in the first place. You see, because once you get into that, now you give the actual and the mistake came from Donald Trump. For I ain't gonna lie to you, the 15 days to slow the spread was the biggest lie ever perpetrated. Okay, and it done started this whirlwind. That unless you get out your house and start getting up and start doing your own thing, I'm talking about in a mass, then it ain't gonna never change, bud. Because folks are still blind enough to think that after they get 2 jabs, I got to wear a mask forever. I'll just wear it forever then. Oh, because I'm still scared. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? Man, we pitiful, bud. That's all I know. I mean, we got a group of pitiful folk. So that's where the mistakes were made. Because now private businesses are like, man, I can do what I want to. Yeah, you gotta keep wearing your mask. We'll kick you out. You know what I'm saying? And what's gonna be next? Is it gonna be a QR code to see if you got a negative test in the past 24 hours, or if you had both your jabs? Let me know. Hey, they're private businesses. I mean, hey, I'm sorry you can't get nothing to eat, bro. I mean, you see, it can be just like that. So we better be careful. So Cuomo's finally getting the ridicule he deserves, but I'm looking for Fauci, okay? Because Fauci told me that Cuomo knew what he was doing, that he did the best out of everybody in the United States. And Fauci's full of shit, okay? Fauci's no good. Fauci don't know anything, okay? Or maybe he knows a lot and he's a snake. You know what I'm saying? He knows a lot more and he's just a flat-out snake, all right? The data. He knows all about the data. But yeah, Fauci came right to his rescue. To Cuomo said, oh yeah, man, he done the best, even though he had the most deaths at the time, and now California got the most deaths. How's that? The most locked down place in America with the most deaths. That's all I'm saying. 2 of the most locked down places in America with the most deaths. California and New York. There it is. I mean, hey, lockdowns work, right? They work at getting people killed, from what I'm seeing. I don't see what else it did. I just want to know what y'all think about it. So, yeah, I'm looking Fauci. Fauci, will you rescind your statement? Will you take your statement back about Cuomo did the best job, or are you just going to keep riding with that? Yeah, y'all keep listening to Fauci, but, I mean, he'll have us in a dictatorship forever. He don't care. Man making $400,000 a year, what he care about? So, I know I rambled on right there at the end, but that's okay. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I want to know what y'all's thoughts are in the comment section below. As always, like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when I post in the future. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.